This is Anthony Galliano for B2B Cambodia with a tariff update. Following the trade deal struck with Vietnam, whereby there is a 20% U.S. tariff on Vietnamese goods and a 40% tariff on transshipped goods, the administration sent official tariff letters to 14 countries on July 8th, advising them that new reciprocal tariffs would kick in August 1st. The administration issued letters to leaders in 14 countries, including Japan, South Korea, Myanmar, Laos, Thailand, Cambodia, Bangladesh, Serbia, Indonesia, South Africa, Tunisia, Kazakhstan, Malaysia, and Bosnia-Herzegovina, informing them of impending tariff hikes ranging from 25 to 40%, scheduled for activation on August 1st. The previous looming July 9th deadline for tariff implementation was extended to August 1st to afford more time for further negotiations. In a letter dated July 7th to Prime Minister Hun Manet, the President of the United States stated, "The letter demonstrates the strength and commitment of our trading relationship and the fact that the United States of America has agreed to continue working with Cambodia despite having significant trade deficits with your great country." The letter further advised, "Our relationship has been unfortunately far from reciprocal. Starting from August 1st, 2025, we will charge Cambodia a tariff of only 36% on any and all Cambodian products sent into the United States, separate from sectoral tariffs. Goods transshipped to evade higher tariffs will be subject to higher tariff." The president cited that the countries had years to discuss their trading relationship and that tariff and non-tariff policies and trade barriers are the reasons to move away from long-term and very persistent trade deficits with Cambodia. The rationale of the 36% tariffs charge was to correct the unsustainable trade deficits due to Cambodia's tariffs and non-tariff policies and trade barriers. The president cautioned that if Cambodia decided to raise its tariffs, then whatever the number chosen to raise the tariffs will be added to the 36% that the United States charges. While there was optimism prior to the issuance of the letter, the 36% tariff on Cambodia was a surprise and is quite serious as a trade deal has yet to close, leaving the country exposed. Cambodia faces one of the region's highest tariffs, on par with Thailand, but worse than Vietnam, Malaysia, and Indonesia. U.S.-ASEAN trade tensions could push more sourcing to other markets or countries not in the administration's tariff wave. On a positive note, the tariff rate is greatly reduced from the 49% tariff initially announced on April 2nd. The effective date of the 36% tariff is August 1st, leaving room for further negotiation prior to the imposition. Sun Chantol, Deputy Prime Minister and first Vice President of the Council for the Development of Cambodia, who is leading the trade negotiations with the United States, said, "At this point, we have been very successful in negotiating this rate with the United States. And this achievement is the result of good faith negotiations, as highlighted by Prime Minister Hun Manet." He stated that the decision is not yet final, as a letter from the United States President has left the door open for further discussions before the new tariff takes effect. "Our team stands ready to engage further with the United States to seek an additional reduction in the reciprocal tariff rate. It is important to stress that the tariff rate has not yet been finalized. We still have the opportunity to negotiate." The Dow Jones Industrial Average dropped 165 points or 0.37% on the day of the announcement. The closely watched U.S. Treasury note, which closed at a yield of 4.34% on Friday, is now trading at about 4.4%. The bond market, specifically the 10-year U.S. Treasury yield, is one of the most closely watched indicators of the market's reaction and has caused the administration to reverse course on tariffs or at least pause them. Despite aggressive threats, markets have reacted relatively calmly, suggesting traders believe Trump may delay or negotiate before actually imposing tariffs. This has been Anthony Galliano for B2B Cambodia with a tariff update.